11 kilometers down, the floor of the Mariana Trench is an alien frontier. In that crushing dark, explorers have recently stumbled across two impossibilities: a metallic, mechanical echo and a physical structure defined by right angles. For decades, we believed this was a dead zone. Early dives reported that the bottom of the trench was a flat plain of mud, a featureless landscape of pale silt and compressed dust. But in 2022, a new expedition returned with advanced sonar mapping that caught something so unexpected, the researchers watching the feed sat in total silence. These recordings capture acoustic frequencies that mimic synthetic machinery, alongside physical formations built with a mathematical precision that geological forces don't typically produce. The Mariana Trench hides massive, unresolved structures and acoustic anomalies that we are only now starting to document. The first mystery was found in the water column itself. In 2014, underwater gliders near the trench recorded an eerie 5-part acoustic signature that researchers named the Biotwang. Look at this spectrogram. The sound begins as a standard low rumble, typical of whales, but ends with a sharp, high-frequency screech that sounds eerily synthetic. This metallic finish fueled a decade of debate, split between the search for an unknown species and the possibility of a deep-sea mechanical anomaly. In 2024, NOAA researchers used Google's AI tools to scan 200,000 hours of historical audio, hunting for every instance of this specific pattern across the North Pacific. The AI traced the sound to the Bryde whale. This image shows them feeding at the surface, but near the trench, they use these unique calls to stay in contact across hundreds of miles of darkness. While the acoustic mystery now has a biological answer, the physical anomalies found at even greater depths remain outside our current geological models. 7 miles below the whales lies the floor of the Challenger Deep. At this depth, sunlight is non-existent, the water is near freezing, and the pressure is strong enough to instantly flatten a steel hull. In 1960, the Trieste bathyscaphe reached the bottom, establishing our initial baseline. The crew reported seeing only a flat, featureless plain of silt. By 2022, technology had caught up. Modern submersibles now carry multi-beam sonar, capable of building a high-resolution 3D map through the total darkness. As the sonar scanned the seabed, the team sat in silence for 40 seconds, while a massive 112-meter-long formation took shape on their screens. The data revealed sections of basalt with less than 3 degrees of deviation from a perfect plane. This map highlights the anomaly, distinct surfaces meeting at sharp 90-degree angles. Geologists find this difficult to explain because natural forces like tectonic stress and volcanic cooling create jagged curves or irregular fractures, never right angles. Documenting mathematical symmetry in a place this chaotic is like finding a modern building buried in a graveyard of geological dust. Given the discovery's scale, the mission leaders refused to publish their findings immediately. Instead, they sent the raw data to 3 independent scientific teams for verification. After 2 years of analysis, all 3 teams concluded that no known natural process could account for these geometric patterns. Their peer-reviewed report used a single specific phrase to describe the anomaly. They called it a directed process. This implies that a specific agent or force applied energy to create this shape in the geological past. Imagine looking out the viewport of a submersible and seeing a structure that appears to be the result of intention rather than chance. If you were at the controls and saw a perfect right angle in the deep, would you pilot the sub closer to investigate, or would you turn back and leave the empty city alone?